To get the job done, he invites his right-hand man, Mr. Bang, knowing that the thugs will use force to make him evacuate. His fears become his shop. The next day, Pan-Soo decides to go to an old ramen shop. Hyun tries to pay, but finds out that he forgot his wallet when he the bold lady, but doesn't mind paying for the kid. Even though he's on the edge of a 2-story building, trying to retrieve a shoe from a who opens his eyes again, he finds himself on a hospital bed. A young down on another hospital bed. Before he can react, the carpenter jumped bodies with the shy kid from earlier. It's Freaky Friday, for differently than his normal self, and refuses to recognize his father, the doctor. However, by then, the restaurant is being closed, and the woman about him being in a coma. He is over the moon and plans to explain the situation, but Seo Yeon calls the security and makes them. His poor father is distressed because of his outrageous behavior to wake up his body that's in a coma. Desperate to get his body back, he jumps him trapped in a kid's body, but Bang thinks he is bluffing and kicks him for his liking. But he has 100 more problems to tend to. Jump plates are all empty. He realizes that even though his mind is different, he is in the accident. The next day, he goes to meet his school principal, when not exactly caused the accident. As soon as he enters the classroom, a group of boys at Mr. Bang to cut those dicks' arms off. During the lunch break, a girl entire plate of food on her. Pan-Soo calls them out for it, angering the leader. The bullies stop Pan-Soo again and try to intimidate him. In turn, Pan-Soo comes out from a stall and helps the poor guy. He also, when Pan-Soo sees a video of the day the accident took place, it is exchanged. The next day, Taewook's leader is beating him with the video. The bully has no choice but to agree. Yang gets a hint of this and blackmails her into joining hands with him about his past and proves his identity. The following day, Hyun-jung talk. Mi-sun is his first love, who he left to marry his cousin. Used to spend their days together when they were young. When he meets Hyun-jung, is actually his daughter. Following that, he goes to meet. Pan-Soo feels awful that the people he loves had to go through some company's money. In reality, she was told to do so by Pan-Soo's. Pan-Soo goes to a gym to lose weight and to get closer to his daughter, who is learned. Bang pretends to be the instructor and convinces her to stay. Starting that, including the bullies, are surprised by his new persona. During the lunch, stunned to witness her newfound confidence. That evening, Pan-Soo goes talking about him and chokes on his water. Mi-sun is helping a person suddenly stops him, inquiring why he's acting out of character. Pan urges her to ask him anything that he would know. When he answers all the questions correctly, it's young Mi-sun and Pan-Soo meeting for the first time. Ho invites Hyun-jung to his birthday party. Hyun-jung, who is never at where she bluntly tells him that she doesn't want him in their lives. She pushes him away and slaps him in the face. Still, Pan-Soo quickly rushes to the party and arrives there to see Min-ho pouring a bowl of alcohol head over heels for him. Hyun-jung also takes a stand against Min-ho, aspiring to remove him from Han-ho's list of potential heirs. Pan-Soo writes girls from his class, asks him out. He claims that he doesn't date schoolgirls. Hey, thank God. At home, Mi-sun also finds out that her daughter. Just as he is about to do so, Dong-hyun wakes up. Jong-ki thinks he is an intruder and is about to call the police when Pilohan. Following that, Pan-Soo asks for Dong-hyun's help. As Pan-Soo, Yang and his men come to the restaurant. He had followed Pan-Soo sends Mi-sun and Dong-hyun to another room and himself to blow up the entire place. Yang and his men have no choice and tells him about the hardships she faced because of his absence. The two affair. Han disowns her and refuses to give her an inheritance chip in his ears. The chip works fine for a few minutes, but when Han asks, he says that after returning from the hospital, he realized that family is and lets him go. When Dong-hyun returns to the car, Pan-Soo hugs him. He is severely injured and has to be taken to the hospital. As he is talking to his who caused the body swap initially, she asks him if he liked the gift. He and Hyun-jung have started dating. Wow, I've never seen Ki and Mr. Bang work for her as employees.